Happy Easter, brothers, sisters, friends, and foes. It's built from agape on the streets. Jesus has risen. That is a fact, man. Awesome stuff the Lord does for us as he takes care of us. We got some snow here. Actually, we got quite a bit, but it was so warm it just melted most of it as it came down. We got a little flurries going right now. As some of you might know, God has put another young person in my life, Aaron. Aaron needs a lot of prayer. Satanism background, transgender female to male, and operations, the whole thing, and now is with a dog, a cat, in a broken down vehicle, living on the streets, and been really shook because there's a charity here in town who is supposed to be helping a lot of these young people. I've met quite a few now that have come my way that I have helped out who have gone to this Catholic Charities. I'm finding out the Catholic Church doesn't really directly run it. They don't have like a Monsignor or a bishop or some layperson from the church overseeing this thing. And what I'm finding out here is their first priority is, sex changes, all this stuff, and they're not helping the kids out. There's no housing going, there's hardly anything going on. And, right away, they're doing all this other stuff. And I don't want to preach about that. But I do tell these kids there's priorities. And if that's where you're at, if that's who you are, you need to be able to take care of yourself first. You need to be able to make a living and stuff. And I model the love of Jesus. I don't give a bunch of rules and everything else. I want them to feel it from their heart. I want the Lord to heal them directly. It's not my job to play psychology and, to try to make decisions to force them into stuff. I give them everything I got from my heart with love. And they ask why. We've been through some crying sessions. It says, because the Lord told me to. The last thing he said before he died on the cross was agape. That means to love everyone unconditionally. That means without any kind of agendas or anything else. You love them unconditionally, and that's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you the Lord's love unconditionally. So I ask for your prayers on this one. This is a tough one. We've been in touch with Josie and Star on this a little. This person has a much, I think, a darker background than Josie, and has come a lot further since, there's been the sex change operation and all that has happened. There's a lot going on here, and this is going to be a tough one. Just keep me in prayer, keep Aaron in prayer, and I'm praying that God's going to do some miracles here. He already is. He's already amazing. The kid's car just has all kinds of problems. I'm trying to, get Aaron to a vet. So the dog's got this huge growth on the dog's foot, and the cat's got some stuff going on. It says, we got these animals are suffering. Got to take care of the animals. Got to take care of you, and get some direction. What do you want to do with your life? This is a very hard town for these young people, and I don't know what brings them up here. We just had a major shelter that just shut down up here. There's several shelters that are being built. They stopped. They have a bunch of conflict, people with money, a bunch of bad stuff going on, so that stopped. And now we had one that housed quite a bit of young people that I guess there was a rape or something happened in the shelter, and when it got looked into, they find out there was only 2 volunteers running this whole shelter. That's all that was left. The place is literally just out of control. So doors shut, everyone booted out on the streets. And that's where a lot of these young people come from. And they say, we came up here to this shelter because we were told we were going to get help with housing, going to get help with all this stuff. And what they really got was, some sex changes, some different stuff like that, and then booted back out on the streets. And that ain't cool. That's just not cool. I'm not okay with that. I've already been up to the Catholic Church here and talked to the Monsignor. I was pretty angry when I walked in, and I found out he's not too happy either, because they are doing this in the name of their church, Catholic Charities. He says, but we have no oversight on this place. It's literally a completely independent organization. And I says, I'm not a sue happy kind of person, but this might be a case you might want to go after these people, because, I understand Catholicism, the doctrine, fairly well. And I know that's not what you're about. So there's some problems here, some big problems, people getting hurt. keep that in prayer. A lot going on at work. Work is tough. Young people wanting to quit. I got called in today and I just can't do it. It took me this long to get out of here to stand up. My foot hurts that bad. Some of you might know I got a chiropractor. He's supposed to be the best guy in town. He did manage to help me a little bit, but it's $250 because the insurance here is terrible. So $250, I got to sit in a massage chair and he showed me a few things, but I can't afford to do that. You know, he's telling me twice a week. That's $500 a week. There's no way. And this medical stuff here, it just, it's scary. It really is. I'm realizing what I really need is an operation to my back. I've got a pinched nerve, and that's what's causing a lot of this stuff. I've got some terrible bone spurs. We took a x-ray of my heels, and the one on the left actually hurts really bad. The right one, for some reason, isn't hurting that bad, but they're both pretty big, so it's going to come to a point. But I'll throw that out there, ask you to keep this stuff all in prayer. God's got a lot going on out here, and he's got me in a place where I'm really I got to rely on the Lord. And I know that's where he wants us, so praise his holy name. He's taking care of things. And we took a ride out yesterday to Grand Canyon Junction because there's a little bird kind of whispered in my ear, you might be able to get some property out there and get something going and help these people out. So we went and looked at some property. Took Aaron with me. We had a really good talk, couple-hour ride on the way out and back, in a car that's barely running. So it was interesting, but got to connect and really got to share my heart with Aaron about who Jesus really is. You know, not the stuff these kids hear about and maybe even see in some churches who really don't get it. No, this is who Jesus was. This is how much he loved you, and I'm going to give that to you unconditionally. So. I'm just praying. I'm praying because I know that just breaks these kids' hearts. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that they've gone through what they have. A lot of these kids, when you hear what they've been through, it's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. Parents, major abuse. Aaron's mom literally sold Aaron, when Aaron was a she, to a pedophile. Go out and make him happy and da-da-da. The stuff out there right now makes me sick. And then we turn on these kids, well, why you do this, why you do that? Because they have no parenting. They have no parenting. They don't know. They're being told this stuff. They're desperate. They're scared to death. And they need the love of Jesus. So I'm calling on you guys, not just for prayer, not just for support, but dear God, pour out. God pours out in your hearts. There needs to be a lot more people on the streets reaching our youth, reaching our young adults, reaching people out here for Jesus, because our country's falling apart. I talk to truckers all the time out here, you know, patriotic Christian guys. They, you know, come from different states, and they're just like, wow, we're blown away. We're going to these truck stops and we're seeing hundreds of young people. They're destroyed. We don't think they'll live very long the way they're going. I can tell you Aaron's another one here, and Josie will tell you that about his life. He told me that, and it blew me away. He goes, if you wouldn't have rescued me, I'd be dead right now. And this one here, well, this one was suicidal. And just last night, we went through a big episode saying, you know, is it really worth going through all this pain? Is it going to get better somewhere? Or is it better for me just to end it right here? And, dear God, that's where these youth are going. Americans here on the streets of America. So keep this in prayer, please. I'm pleading with you. And I'm pleading with you. We need support out here, big time. And we need other Christians with a heart that are willing to give, not look at me. We blame everybody else for that, but us Christians are doing it really bad. Be willing to seriously sacrifice for others. Your reward in heaven will make it so worth it. God will bless your socks off. Until next time, I love every one of you. God bless every one of you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Get a hold of me. Go to our website, agapeonthestreets.com. If you can donate, there's a Mighty Cause link on there. If you want to give me some help through PayPal or Cash App or Vimeo or any other way, let me know. I can get you those addresses. Also, go on there and click on the Telegram link. Download Telegram on your phone and let's chat. It's a great opportunity. I can put you in touch with some young people. A good place just to start to see what's really going on out there. All right? God bless you. Until next time, bye-bye now.
What would it profit? Profit a man to gain this world, but losing soul. No, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it.
The trick is not to hold on, yo, it's to let go. Then it is to move on, every day improve on. Reach your goals and keep on. Then you just say, you motivate, collaborate like every single day. Educate.